to Kimmy's World. Thank y'all for tuning in. If this is the first time you've tuned in to Kimmy's World, I want to formally welcome you here. Actually, while you're here, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. I know many of you all are kind of shocked that I'm live right now, but I've been sitting on some content all day long and I was getting ready to go to bed and I saw where another content creator started to speak on the situation with Brandy. And I said, you know what? I can't sit on this information anymore. I got to go live. So I got my butt up. Yes, I am 5 days removed from hip replacement surgery. So I got less than 30 minutes to break this down. Y'all make sure y'all share this live. When I tell you we about to go down memory lane about Miss I wanna be down with what you're going through. Y'all share this live. So anyway, the person we are going to talk about today is Brandy. Many of you all know her from your childhood, coming out with I want to be down, sitting up in my room, back here thinking about you. The boy is mine, and the list goes on and on. Even just here recently, she just redid a rendition of the star of the national anthem. Mixed reviews. Some people loved it, some people hated it. But now she's in the media because Shine and Mace and Cameron did a podcast. And her name happened to come up. How many of y'all saw that? Let me see who's in the comment area. How many of y'all saw that? Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. We're going to go ahead. We're going to talk about it. So let me let y'all see exactly who we are talking about. Y'all just hold on just one moment. I've had a pretty eventful day today. We're not going to get into that. We'll talk about that on Monday night. We're going to talk about Miss Brandy. So this is the person who we are talking about. Let me go ahead and share my screen. A lot of people have forgotten who Brandy is. Us. Now look at the beautiful Brandy. She puts you in the mind of, she leads this clean image. She's formerly from Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi. Y'all know I talked about several times how we are both in the same religion. And we're going to break that down and why it is that I know she lied. So to your left, you see Shine. He's sitting up there looking like President Barack Obama. He's aged very well. To the right, you see Mace. Now, we all know back in the day, Mace was that dude. And Brandy was that girl. I think it was like, what year was that? Was it 98? Anyway, I can't really remember the year. It was in the mid-90s. We're going to say mid to late 90s. She came out. She was that girl. She was doing her thing. She lived a clean image. And up until this video that just came out here recently, a lot of people have forgotten what actually transpired back in the day. So let's take a listen. Let's take a look. Because you know what? Until this video came out, I completely forgot. It's like everything that happened in the 90s, in the 2000s, you tend to forget, right? At least I did. So let me go ahead, share my screen. Okay. In just a minute. Okay, here we go. Y'all share this live, please. A lot of people are not accustomed to me going live at this time. All right, here we go.
Friends, and he was snitching me out. And then so Brandy was like, yo, who you told you here?
Right.
How so-and-so know that you here with me right now? And I'm like, oh, man.
Right.
You called me because you was like, yo, that shit, it was corny.
Here's what I do.
So Shine went on to this podcast and he was talking to Mace. He was talking to Cameron. And basically he was talking about how when he was first coming out, he had this huge crush on Brandy. And when he was able to talk to her like he did. He was really, really excited. But at this time, what he did not know was Brandy was talking to Mace. Brandy was with Mace. How many of y'all remember that? Brandy was with Mace at this time. Well, Mace and Shine were both on the same music label, right? With Diddy. Diddy was getting upset because he like, that's basically Mace girl. Like, you really need to stick to music. Where Brandy kind of made Shine feel a certain type of way, and y'all gonna see in the rest of the clips, she made him feel a certain type of way because she like, who are you? Like, you ain't really selling no albums. You know what I'm saying? Like you a nobody. Because he was going around telling people that he was with Brandy, and that's also been a secret. Now, we all, like I said, we all know Brandy lived this clean cut lifestyle. There was really no drama that was going on. And even if it was drama back in the 90s, news didn't travel fast. I mean, you got it on 106 in Park, you got it on what? Tigger in the Basement, MTV Raps, different things like that. Maybe you got it on a magazine, but the internet was non-existent. Stuff did not travel that fast. So when you got it, it's like, okay, and you didn't get all the tea. Anyway, let me see what y'all see. Late night conversations. Okay then. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna stop this here because we're gonna come back to this video. So Brandy had, now what she should have done was she should have just shut up. She shouldn't have said anything. But she came out and she denied everything. Like a day ago, she denied it. Let me go ahead and upload this so y'all can see it. Did I post it? I think I posted it here. Hold on just a minute. Y'all come on in and hit the like button. Okay, here we go. I think this is a good time for me to go live in the evenings at night. I've been getting a lot of rest due to this hip replacement. We're getting a lot of rest here lately. Okay, where did I post it? Yeah, hold on a minute. Okay, I thought I posted it. Hold on just a minute. Let me send it to myself. I thought I posted it. All right. Guess not. Okay, here we go. It won't take long to send it. Boom. So Brandy lied, or she made a statement, and we're going to prove in this video how Brandy has been exposed. Now, I don't know if Brandy was in a HOE back then, like a little, what do you want to call it? An undercover one. We'll say that. But Brandy got around. Oh, honey, we are going to talk about it. I see y'all in the comment. Was she married? Girl, we're going to talk about it. So anyway, right here, Brandy, this is her response to Cameron, Mace, and Shine's podcast interview. She said, Brandy, now this is Brandy Instagram. She said, in the late 90s, I had a platonic friendship with rapper Shine. In an unfortunate turn of events, that friendship is now being mischaracterized as we dated. Unequivocally, we did not. I'm not sure why an untrue narrative about a scope of what was a friendship more than 20 years ago is being reshaped during his current media interviews. People telling their version of my story is why I'm releasing my upcoming memoir, Phases. It's time to tell my truth and debunk many of the misnomers that people think they know about my life. Additionally, I rarely release statements and typically ignore stories about me in the headlines, even when they're false. But when I do decide to stand up for myself, I handle things on my own. While I love my brother Ray J, I don't condone or support the messages he's shared on social media and have not asked him to defend me in any form. So she came out with that statement. So, of course, Shiny had a comeback. And y'all, when I tell you, let me hurry up and try to run down this little rabbit hole so we don't waste too much time. So Shine came out And he said, let me find a video. He came out and he made a statement. Okay. Let me share my screen. Here we go. Y'all see the screen? Okay, let's go.
Why did she release that statement?
I don't
Come on and play.
know what is wrong with her. I spoke from a place of admiration and a place of reminiscing on my experience with her, which I didn't care to highlight the negatives. It was only positive, and the conclusion of our experience helped me to make a classic album. But I will say that I never lied to Oprah. She lied to Oprah about being married and had to go on Oprah and apologize because she said she did that to protect her image. So,
do you think she just doesn't want to be associated with you?
I don't know. I can't get in her mind. I'm just saying that she has lied to the public before to protect her image, and maybe the fact that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this. When I saw this video, I was like, oh, he right. She did go on Oprah back in the day. And I'm gonna show y'all the clip. She went on Oprah back in the day and she said that she was pregnant. It shocked the fans. But on Oprah, she said she had gotten married. Okay, so let's talk about it. How many of y'all remember that? How many of you all remember? Do you remember? Do y'all remember this? Don't tell me I'm the only one. How many? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember. Let me send myself this video real quick while I'm waiting to see who remember when she went on the Oprah Winfrey show and sat up there and laughed. She laughed. Okay. She said, yes. Kelly remember? Okay, girl. All right, here we go. You don't want to play? Why? Oh, we got to open this up. Hold on, y'all. Shoot. It don't want to play. Where there's a will, there's a way. Y'all, hold on. I got to upload this some kind of way. I'm going to upload it here. Oh, I know. I uploaded it here. Hold on, y'all. I got it right here. Oh, honey, we got you, girl. Okay, let me share my screen. We got you, girl. Lakeisha, you don't remember? I'm going to refresh your memory. Y'all share this live. Here we go. This is on the Oprah Winfrey show. Look now.
2 years ago, I was just
this before
a person in search for self, an artist, a daughter, and a sister. That's it. Now, I'm all of that, including a wife and a mother to be. So I have to sacrifice.
This was on the Oprah Winfrey show. They did a special on her, and they had like before reality TV was reality TV. They did a special on her, and they was following her life with her being married. Now, in this particular video, her mom is behind her. Her parents believed her. Look, y'all.
Sacrifice a whole lot for what's
Sitting up
going
that
on in
line.
my life right now, but it's worth it. Okay, where's my big entrance?
What you did, girl? She lied. Now, how many of y'all remember now? Okay. So then not only did she lie, but she had to go back on the Oprah. And this is what Shine was talking about. She had to go back on the Oprah Winfrey show to apologize. Yes, she did, girl. Let me share my screen. Boom, here it is. Oh, huh.
Said you were.
Okay, here we go.
I asked you if you were married at the time, and you said you were.
I said that I was
And
married.
why did you say that?
Because, you know, at that time, being pregnant out of wedlock was not a trend. It was not something that people praised, you know.
Okay, so we're gonna stop here. She said at that time, being pregnant out of wedlock was not a trend. Now, I know a lot of people like, what? Well, Brandy's religion, and I hate to bring it out like this, y'all don't, for the people that's over there on Facebook that know me for real, y'all don't stone me. Don't stone me. Don't send me. No, don't be trying to call my daddy. Don't be, but I'm getting ready to bust. I'm about to bust it open. Well, Brandy's religion is Church of Christ. Y'all know my father is a minister for the Church of Christ. No dig to the Church of Christ. But a lot of people like to put Church of Christ like, how can I say it? Like Jehovah Witness. It's nothing like that, but it puts you in the mind of that, but it's not that. You understand what I'm saying? I remember growing up being in a situation like Brandy when I got pregnant with my daughter, it brought shame, very much so shame. Now, mind you, Brandy's father is a minister of music in the Church of Christ. They are from Macomb, Mississippi. I spoke about it on many occasions that I know of the family. I've sung in one of the lectureships choirs with him directing it. Like, so I can understand. Does it make it right? I can understand why she went on national TV to lie, because that's not only bringing shame upon her, but her parents as well. And her parents really put her on a pedestal. The whole family was put on a pedestal. And we're going to talk more about it. That's why a lot of stuff has been going on with Ray J. We're going to talk about that too. But anyway, so that's what she's saying. Like, a lot of people may not be able to understand where she's coming from. I understand, like I said, it don't make it right for her to have lied and to continue to lie, but she is. Let's continue to listen.
It was a sin.
Mm-hmm.
And see? I felt like I could not be honest about that. I felt the pressure of,
It's okay.
okay, I felt the pressure of, again, having to be perfect. And I was scared. I thought that everything.
Now, mind you, she not only lied to the public, but she lied to her parents. Her parents believed this. They thought she was married too. So anyway, she did this Oprah Winfrey interview. Comes to find out, she was not married to her baby daddy. She was not married to him. So anyway, it goes on, what have you. During this time, Brandy has been, I grew up in the Church of Christ, nothing like Jehovah's Witness, but very strict. No. I grew up too. My dad is still a minister. But I'm talking about it's strict. Like, I didn't go to prom growing up. I didn't go to no dances. I didn't wear fingernail polish. My skirts and dresses was below my knees, nothing immodest or anything like that. I'm not talking about religious core values. I'm talking about the way things are as far as the strictness. It is I was brought up very strict, very strict. So I can understand her. I understand her. But anyway, we're going to move right along. And during this time, Brandy had been linked to a lot of people that she had dated. One, i.e., what's the dude's name? The dude from Boyz II Men, Wanye Morris. But that was Hush Hush. Mace, Hush Hush. And I'm going to show a video about that from way back in the day. Sounds like Koji. Maybe so, but I'm not talking about doctrinal issues. So y'all don't come for me in the comment area. I ain't talking about doctrinal issues here. We talking about other things. Okay, let me go ahead and share this. Where is it? This is the old video, y'all. Where is it? I found it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Y'all hold what you got. Boom. There it is. Okay, let me send this to myself too. And I'm going to show a clip where Gene Deal, if y'all remember who Gene Deal is, during the Diddy trial, Gene Deal was Diddy security. Well, he talks about how he remembers Brandy dating Mace. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. All right. Y'all, please hit the like button, please, and thank you. Oh, and also, I'll just come back with that later. Hold on. I'm trying to exit out of this and can't. Okay, boom. Dang, it won't share it. Dadgummit, it won't share it. Maybe it's too large. Okay, we're going to play this one right here where Gene Deal talks about him remembering about Brandy.
Hate this mother.
And you had no idea about Sean being with Brandy.
No, I didn't know about Sean. I knew about Sean. I knew about Mason Brandy, but I didn't know about Sean and Brandy. Sean was getting a lot of beef from Bad Boy, bro.
So, mind you, when Shine was dating Brandy, Shine was also dating Foxy Brown. Now, how many of y'all remember the beef between Foxy Brown? It was kind of like an unsaid beef. How many of y'all remember the beef between Foxy Brown and Brandy? Or do y'all remember? Am I the only one who remember this stuff? Please tell me I ain't the only one. Y'all put a one in the chat. Do you remember the beef between Foxy Brown and Brandy? Let me see what y'all saying. Same. I agree. Yes, long dresses, skirts, no pants, jewelry, or makeup. Yeah. Although a lot of that has changed now, but it was definitely strict. That comment. Hold on. I'm gonna find it somewhere else. I don't know why these videos don't want to play. Okay. Yeah, hold on just a minute while we wait. Okay, boom. Yeah, hold on just a minute. I cannot find it for nothing on here. Okay, so we're just gonna move from that because for some reason I cannot find it. I have it, but it will not. Let me try one more thing before I give up. Open with. Let's just download it. Let's see if it'll work like this. Open. Okay, boom. Maybe it'll do it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Dang Okay, let me share my screen. Let's hope and pray this works. Dang. Mm-mm. Dang, it does not want to play, y'all. I don't even know how to share it. Crap. Okay. Let's see if it comes up now. Y'all, this stuff it does not want to come up to save my life. And I had it all queued up. It's just something with this. So we're just gonna move on from that. So y'all remember when she lied about being married to Rodney Smith, who was a producer? She was not married. And not only that, but in 2006, how many of you all remember the vehicular homicide that she was in? I believe it's on December the 30th, 2006, where she rear-ended a lady in Los Angeles on the highway, and the lady was ultimately unalived. How many of y'all remember that? I remember the beef between, there was also beef between Brandy and Foxy Brown. Brandy used to come out and say, why does she say things about oh Lord, I won't make you say that. Why she say things about hoes and all this other kind of stuff, talking about Foxy Brown, because Foxy Brown was dating Shine at the time. Foxy Brown came out and basically stated why, like, she don't talk about that. Like, Brandy has this popcorn lifestyle or image. That's not her image. You know what I'm saying? So they had like a little light beef. A lot of people may not have understood it because social media was not around during that time. Now you find out later that Shine was dating Brandy and Foxy Brown. So during the same time, all this beef was going on. I remember the accident. So there was an accident, like I said, in 2006, where she rear-ended this lady, and they were trying to find her for I think vehicular homicide or what have you. Anyway, the grand jury did not have enough evidence to prosecute her. So no charges brought upon her, but the family sued her for, I think it was $50 million. If I'm not mistaken, let me look and see. I think it was $50 million. They tried to sue her. Well, what happened was they settled in 2007 for undisclosed amount, and the money went to the lady's children, because when she passed away, the children had no mama. So the money went to them and it was kept hush hush. Now, during the same time, hold on, y'all. During the same time in 2007, that's when the X tape came out with Ray J and Kim Kardashian. How many of y'all remember that? Now, Ray J's mom has been seen coming out here recently, and we talked about it here on the show, where she stated that basically the reason why Ray J has been going through all the problems that he has been going through is because he's been dealing with this heavy burden for all of these years, and it's been a lot, and she is tired of it. So somebody gonna have to pay for it, either in this life or the life to come. They're going to pay for it. And she's talking about none other than Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian. Now, during this time of 2007, Brandy was pretty much quiet. She was like flying under the radar. Nothing was really said. Like, nobody has seen her. And during this time, and I'm going to come out on my channel, and I'm pretty sure I posted some stuff on Facebook before. So if you're watching me on Facebook, you probably, and you've been watching me for years, you've seen these photos. But I remember when my daughter was doing competitive gymnastics, and we went down to Flowood, Mississippi to a gymnastics meet. Brandy was there. No one was there like, oh, it's Brandy. Matter of fact, she was sitting right next to me on the bleachers, and nobody was like, getting all in a, you know what I'm saying? Like she was just a regular person because during that time, all that stuff that was surrounding her had happened. And so Brandy is the type of person, and her family are the type of people, they want to continue to keep up this image. Now, Ray J, he continues to keep a bad boy image. Anytime anybody talk about his sister, he's even been spotted coming out about it even as early either as today or yesterday, where he came out trying to defend his sister. Even when Monica and Brandy went out and they were doing a concert, y'all remember that? They were doing a concert and Ray J was upset because Beyonce was not coming up to say hey to Brandy or whatever. So he took her cell phone and he posted something on Instagram about Brandy and Beyonce having beef. Later on, she came back and she was just like, hey, that's not me. My Instagram was hacked. Everybody knew it was Ray J. Ray J has always come to her defense, even on The Breakfast Club. A lot of people don't understand the little outburst from way back then. He was coming to his sister's defense because people were saying that she was messing around with Mason, Shine, and a lot of other people. And I believe it. I believe it. Things were getting out. Let me go ahead and see if I have this video. I remember the beef in the car accident. Yes, I do remember the accident. She's like, remember beef between. Oh, you do remember? Isn't that crazy? So a lot of the young people, and maybe the old people too, just don't remember all the stuff that was going on with Brandy, things that happened in the past. And sometimes today, people try to rewrite the narrative. Let me go back. Y'all, I cannot stand when I can't find this stuff. Okay, boom. Shoot. Okay. Let me go here. Okay. I'm going to show a clip where Ray J is trying to defend his sister, even up until recently. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm just a clicking and a clacking over here.
Talking about my sister. Nobody can stop me from defending somebody I love. There's no rules to it. Stop, bro. You out doing a whole fucking tour. What's wrong with you? I'm trying to be all I can be. But you making me want to be something else. Because you acting like a real, like, hoe, bro. You talking about niggas lie. Bro, do you know who you are? You know why you did time? Why'd you do time?
He talking about Shine,
because
y'all.
You said, well, you took the fall. So you lied. Right? You lied if you took the fall. And if you didn't do what you said you did, then you lied about that. So now you a governor? You ain't Obama.
He look like him though.
You look like Obama. I want to keep seeing you on my timeline talking.
So Ray J pissed off. He mad. But you cannot. How many of y'all ever wondered why hasn't Brandy got married? Look at the relationship she's been tagged with. 95 RL. I remember Frito Star. 95 to 96. That's the Moesha guy right there. Fredro Star. Kobe Bryant. Who remember that? He took her to, didn't he? No, she took him. Did she take him to prom? He took her to prom. Hold on now. Let me see how that went. I think he took, did Brandy take, I think Brandy. Yeah, it's been so long ago. May he rest in peace. So Brandy was Kobe Bryant's date to his Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania in May of 1996. Then she was allegedly, let me put this up here, child. Now, this is all alleged. Now, this is all to my recollection. She was tied to Wanye Morris. She was tied to Usher. She was tied to Mace. She was tied to Alan Payne. I remember these. Tyrese Gibson. Who remember, y'all? Quentin R. She was engaged to him from 2004 to 2005. Nick Cannon. What's this other dude? Oh, this is the dude from Project Runway. Mikhail Knight, 2006. Flow Rider. Do y'all remember this? 2009 to 2010. Terrence Jenkins, 2010 to 2011. She was engaged to Ryan Press. Remember that? 2012 to 2014. And Sir the Baptist, 2017. I ain't trying to say she a hoe, but my Lord, that's a lot of relationships. And these are things that have been flown under the radar. Now, I ain't trying to say she ain't no different than nobody else, but girl, you don't have to lie about it. She in her 40s now. Like, why lie about it? It really kind of puts me in the mind of, I hate to say it, but Brandy puts me in the mind of Whitney Houston. Because everybody always used to blame Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown is this. Bobby Brown is that. Bobby Brown got Whitney hooked on rugs and X, Y, and Z. And then it comes out later on, after she's already gone, Bobby Brown is still here. The documentaries that come out, that it was Whitney. Because all Bobby was doing was smoking that ganja. He wasn't doing all that other hard stuff. It was Whitney Houston. And for some reason, Brandy liked the bad boys. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it, but you don't have to lie. You're a little bit too old to be out here lying like that. And then, like I said, he took her to prom. She took him to prom. She took Kobe to prom. Remember, she had that reality show. She did have the reality show, and we spoke about that, about her being pregnant. Brandy was See, this ain't what I wanted to say, but it's true though. Allegedly, she was also with the guy from Boyz II Men. Baby, we just had that little thing up here. Girl, did you see it? Let me show you, girl. We just had that up here. Look at girl. Arnice, where you at, girl? He said Brandy was a hoe. You see that? Wanye Morris, 1996 to 1997. People tend to forget. And for her to come out here and still deny that she was with Shine and Mace, girl, that's not a good look. You need to come on and tell the truth. You need to tell the truth. You're too old for that. And I believe, people who know, you know what I'm saying? People who know things that are right and don't do things that are right, those are the ones who, to me, in my opinion, have the most tragedy. Because for this to happen to her, and as you can see, there's been a lot of tragic events concerning those two children, whether it's Whitney Houston, and people were saying that Ray J was the rug boy who supplied her the rugs that caused her demise. Do I believe that? I don't know. He was on the scene. Do I believe it? I don't know. It's not for me to say. The situation with her unaliving someone, her coming out here lying, and then lying to the world on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and then having to go back on the Oprah Winfrey Show later. And Oprah was like, why lie? That's embarrassing. And still, yet until this day, she's still lying. And that's what makes it so bad, because, honey, she would have fared really well. I know Shine went to jail and everything, but he looking real good. He looking like a Barack Obama to me. What y'all think? She would have fared very well, because from what Shine say, that was his crush. What's she say? Ray J go real hard, and I love her down too. And that's the thing. When she came out in line, I was like, dang, girl, I love Brandy. I'm down for her. But this right here, like, it's time to just let this go. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, having to like act a certain way because you don't want to be bringing shame upon your family. And I don't know if her dad is still the minister of music, and I really don't want to say the church, but I don't know if he's still the minister of music. I know he still has voice class or whatever, but I don't know if he still deals with the church. But I know maybe 10, 15 years ago, he was still going to lectureships here in Mississippi. So I never saw the wife, but I did see the father. And Brandy and Ray J have gone to several of the lectureships as well, like the different singing events and stuff like that. So I understand that, but it's time to let it go. He said, "Isn't Sean the ambassador over there too?" Believes one, yeah. They used to say Wanye physically, really, girl, really. Oh, I don't know nothing about that one. I think I might have heard that. You know what? I think I might have heard that, if I recall. Hold on. I think I may have heard that. I think. Okay, let me share this screen. Because I believe. I don't know if I. Okay, it says reports of online discussions have highlighted that Boyz II Men singer Wanya Morris was in a relationship with Brandy Norwood when she was a teenager and he was in his 20s. And see, here's another thing. Brandy was a teenager. He was grown. Like, not saying it was right, but people did stuff like that. They just did. I could remember when I was a teenager, I was like 16 or 17. And this older guy, I think he was like 21, and he was in the church. His daddy was a preacher and everything. And he tried to talk to me, and I was like, my mom was like, he too old for you. But it's just like, people did stuff like people did stuff like that. It says some social media posts have alleged that Wanye was abusive during this time, but the provided search results do not detail specific instances of abuse. I don't know. I think I do remember some of that though. But was it true? I don't know. Very much older. About to make me play Shine Sound right. Listen, y'all. But there was something else I wanted to come out with too. And girl, I done totally forgot. It was Brandy. Y'all know Peach McIntyre came out today, supposedly giving Tasha K some advice. How many of y'all saw that? Shout out to Miss Yolanda for sending me that link of Tasha K because I caught her live, which y'all know I'm not gonna play it, but you can go to her channel, you can watch it. Yeah, when it was a grown. Yeah, he was. But Peach actually came out and she was basically calling Tasha K stupid because we all know Tasha K got to GoFundMe, right? But she was calling Tasha K stupid, like she could be teaching classes and all this kind of stuff. Let's just watch it. It's always something with that old Peachy Patch, ain't it? I wasn't even going to talk about her today. But I'm live, so let's go. And me and Shonda had talked this morning, and she was just like, I wonder what she gonna do now. Like, she trying to go viral again. She did. I was in a live, I saw it, but Tasha K just showed her the utmost respect, and she kept it cute, whatever. She wasn't upset or nothing.
Video is for Tasha K, and y'all can tag her, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna see it anyways. So Tasha K, I keep seeing everybody talk about how your house went up for sale and you got to pay Cardi B back, blah, 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 blah. You done started a GoFundMe. to get the fans to give you the money to pay back Cardi B. And I just want to say I think you're being stupid. Like, I think you're forgetting that you're Tasha K. And I'm an old school wino. Like, pay the subscription fee to look at your private content, those interviews first on your website, 2019, 2020, maybe even in 2021. These days, I'm super busy myself as a content creator, mom of 9 kids. I don't have the time to look at the gossip. But when I see it, that's how I see. Now,
Dummy.
I'm going to
Smart
round
dummy,
up.
too.
I'm going to say you owe Cardi B $4 million. And instead of you being stupid and maybe even egotistic, where you're like, I ain't paying that bitch. I ain't paying.
So anyway, we ain't gonna watch the whole thing. She goes on and she talks about Tasha K need to be having classes. She could be doing all this stuff to make money and whatever. She can be using her platform instead of using a GoFundMe. So Tasha K goes live. She responds to Peach and she tell people, make sure that this message gets to Peach. But she was just like, hey, I know you're a wino, blase, blase. But what you did not know is that's the whole reason for the GoFundMe. Like, if you really been watching me, you would understand the GoFundMe is just like a little joke. And she said she is going to be mentoring people. That's supposed to roll out within the next week. She's going to be teaching classes. She got a new wine coming out and all this other stuff. But here's what I want to say. Peach got so much daggone advice for somebody else, right? Oh, what Tasha K need to be doing and this and this and that. Tasha K selling her home. What you got to sell? She got all the advice, right? But Tasha K is selling her home. What you got to sell? Peach ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and she gonna get on this good internet and gonna try to tell somebody what they need to do to make some money. The question ain't about how Peach McIntyre can she make money. What you doing with your money? You out here being a daggone fool. You won't even comb Gorgeous's head. Hold on. They all up in daggone Virginia or wherever they went to. That baby hair just as nappy as a daggone cotton ball. She ought to be ashamed of herself. It's a lot of people out here would do Gorgeous's hair. Let me send this to my daggone self. I get so sick of her. See, I've been laid back in the cut and I've been watching this foolishness all week because I'm sitting up here trying to heal. And she bring her little knot-headed self out here trying to get somebody some daggone advice. Hold on, y'all. She grinds my gears. She really do. I'm so sorry. Let me show y'all this. And me and Shauna had talked about this earlier this week. I want y'all to see this foolishness. Look at this. Look at this. She's sitting up there. Look at that baby head on the top. That's gorgeous. Why Gorgeous hair ain't braided down? Why? Why is it the only time that I think that you buy anything for these kids is when they go to Disney World, Busch Gardens, or whatever amusement park that you take them to? I'm so glad that you took them to Washington, D.C. You took them to New York. They was able to ride the ferry and all these other types of things. That was great. But you ain't even calling the baby head. You can't even find nobody to braid her hair. You so concerned about you, and you so concerned. Y'all, look at this. She's so concerned about this clown right here. Look at this. So concerned about calling this dumb Big Daddy that she can't even take care of her own responsibilities while people in the comment area calling her a good mama and all this other kind of stuff and want her to teach all these different classes. You need a parent and teach your children. Look at him. Look at him. She all on the daggone internet posting her husband like this. And then you wonder why you got people like Messy Maya trying to get your man. You wonder why people saying, oh, honey, you just, a lot of women will give Wood some play. You don't know who he messing with at the daggum casino. Oh, we ain't through. This what she posted. I didn't post this. She did it. Calling him Big Daddy. What do you think that's going to do to a woman? What do you think a woman would think? I would never. Look at this foolishness. Look at this. That's what she posted. In the highlight, it said Big Daddy. What you think somebody mind gonna go to? They ain't talking about his big old fat belly. She's always looking for a viral moment. It don't matter what it is. Whether it's coming after Tasha K, whether it's coming after her sister. What was up with the daggone story today about her going to the club with her sister and her sister always taking a man out? Who freaking cares, bitch? You almost 40 years old. We do not care. We the people don't care. We want you to take care of them daggone children. Peach has no assets, don't have nothing. And she's trying to tell Tasha K what to do. The thing is, Tasha K, period. Yes, real nappy. All they has is that. She's a good advice giver, but doesn't even you. Girl, don't even use her own daggum advice. She always trying to help somebody. No, she looking for a viral moment. She know Tasha K got a large fan base. She knows she mentioned Tasha K that the winos was gonna come tell her, and then that just push her further in the algorithm. Remember, she ain't been doing content for real all week. She had to jump back in some kind of way. Girl, she over here doing double dutch. Trying to get in. She cussed out half the hair braiders. That was, see? Cussed out half of them. Mostly all of them, Gigi. How you doing, Gigi? It's been real quiet over here. I don't know if content creators been doing content on her this week, but she been real quiet. So it's getting ready to crank right back. It's getting ready to crank right back up again. She gonna start with any and everybody, and I wouldn't be surprised she get on Queen Leora next. Because y'all know she just got a BBL. And you know how Peach feel about that, about the BBL. Peach be hating on pretty girls. See what y'all saying. But anyway, I ain't going to stay on here too long. I done been on here too long already. I've been down here 54 minutes. I was only supposed to be down here 30 minutes. So y'all have a great rest of y'all afternoon. I enjoy these late shows. We might start doing some late shows. I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, drop down in the comment area. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. Let me know what you think about Brandy. You think she lying? You think she dated Shine back in the day? Because I do believe how you do anything is how you do everything. You lie once, you lie twice. And that's what Shine was basically saying. She's been documented as a liar. So why would you take her response now? She is not a credible witness for nothing. You went on the Oprah Winfrey show and you lied. That don't look good. Prayers for speedy recovery. Everything is going good, y'all. We're going to talk about it on the Monday Coffee and Conversation about what's been going on. But everything's been going good. Shout out to, first, I want to give a shout out to Jerome and his wife, Raven Sunshine Jones. They got married on last weekend. Beautiful wedding. Y'all know I did a piece on them about how Jerome lived a gay lifestyle, and Raven, which was his sunshine, was a stud, and she lived a gay lifestyle as well. And they met each other on Tinder. Once they met, it was all she wrote. And she's a school teacher. And the kids at the school knew her as Mr. Thompson. That's what they knew her as. They didn't call her Miss Thompson. They knew her as Mr. Thompson. And so she began to, because she was taking the hormone pills and everything, had stopped her menstrual cycle and all those things. And she met him they met each other and they started to live a heterosexual lifestyle, and they just got married last weekend, y'all. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me go ahead and share my screen so y'all can see them. Y'all, girl. If you are not following their story, I suggest you do so. Beautiful couple, gorgeous. We've talked about it on this platform so many other times. I'm so happy for them both. Let me go ahead and share my screen so y'all can see them. Mind you, they from Mississippi, and he has a bakery in where's his bakery at? It's somewhere near Jackson, y'all. Jerome, if you watching this, or Raven, if y'all watching this, I'm so sorry. I don't know the exact place where the bakery is, but it's easy to find. His name is Cake King. His name is Jerome Jones on Facebook. Y'all see them? Aren't they gorgeous? So they're on a honeymoon right now. They should be coming back, and everybody is rooting for them, for her to come back pregnant. Yeah, it's the most beautiful thing that you've ever seen in your life. For him to talk about his struggles and him being so transparent, her doing the same, her being so vulnerable, and her living this soft girl era, and this man is taking care of her. That girl ain't got to worry about nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing. So congratulations to the two. I hope she come back pregnant. And I'm just so overjoyed. Make sure y'all run and go follow them, follow their story. It is so interesting. Girl, I've been watching their stories and watching their videos like it's a daggone reality TV show. It is hilarious. How many of y'all know them? She said, "And gorgeous as to be humiliation." Yeah. Doing good. You look fabulous. Okay, thank you. How many of y'all have seen the story? Well, if you haven't, I've done a video on my channel. This is like in December. I did a video about it. You can learn more about them, but make sure you go follow both of them. Beautiful people inside and out. Love it. And become a part of the family over there. We the cousins. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. And until the next time becomes the right time. Peace out.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. 'Cause you're just that subscriber. Like and subscribe.